In a quiet suburban neighborhood, where everything seemed perfect on the outside, there lived two women who appeared inseparable. Their friendship was the kind everyone envied, picture-perfect and unbreakable. But behind the smiles, hidden in the shadows of their flawless lives, dark secrets simmered just beneath the surface. Today, we're about to uncover the chilling story of betrayal, jealousy, and a crime so shocking that it would leave everyone questioning the true nature of trust. In a crisp fall afternoon when Sarah and Emily first met. Sarah was the embodiment of everything people expected from a best friend, kind-hearted, giving, and supportive. Emily, on the other hand, was more reserved, seemingly shy, yet sharp and intelligent. They quickly became best friends, sharing everything, from their dreams to their deepest fears. Emily admired Sarah's ability to keep everything together, while Sarah was drawn to Emily's quiet intensity and mysterious aura. It wasn't long before their bond became the talk of their small town. But what most people didn't know was that Emily wasn't quite as innocent as she seemed. Beneath her calm demeanor, there was an undercurrent of darkness, something that lurked in the corners of her mind, waiting for the right moment to emerge. Then came the day when Emily's life would take a turn, when she met Sarah's husband, Mark. He was everything Emily had ever wanted. Handsome, successful, and seemingly perfect in every way. At first, the attraction was subtle. A lingering look here, a brief touch there. But over time, it became something more. Emily found herself drawn to Mark in ways she couldn't explain. And it wasn't just his looks that captivated her, it was his attention. Mark seemed to appreciate Emily's quiet intellect. He admired her in ways Sarah never could, not that Sarah would ever notice. The more Mark praised Emily for her intellect and creativity, the more she felt a dangerous longing, one she'd never felt before. But Emily, knowing the lines of morality, suppressed her feelings. For a while, she kept her emotions hidden, not wanting to destroy the friendship that had meant so much to her. However, the line between loyalty and obsession was thinner than she realized. It wasn't until the night of Sarah's 30th birthday that things began to unravel. It should have been a celebration. The atmosphere was light, filled with laughter and music. But Emily couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. She watched Sarah and Mark interact, their closeness, the way he looked at her. It was as though he was forgetting about Emily altogether. For the first time, Emily felt a pang of jealousy that cut deeper than anything she had ever felt before. The tension between the two women began to build, but it was subtle. Emily would withdraw from conversations, spending more time staring at Sarah and Mark than participating. Sarah, ever the gracious host, didn't notice at first. But slowly, her best friend started acting distant, aloof, almost like a stranger. Emily's quiet resentment began to grow.
Over the months that followed, Emily's jealousy only deepened. She began to see Sarah not just as her best friend, but as a rival. And it wasn't just the jealousy of a woman who wanted her friend's husband. It was something darker. Emily had always admired Sarah's life, her loving marriage, her comfortable home, and the way everyone adored her. Emily's life, on the other hand, felt empty. Her relationship with her family was strained, and despite her many accomplishments, she always felt like she was in Sarah's shadow. But now, Emily had a plan. She couldn't bear the thought of Sarah continuing to live the life she wanted so desperately. She wanted it all, the love, the life, the man. At first, Emily thought her feelings would pass. Maybe they were just a phase, a moment of weakness. But the more she allowed herself to dwell on them, the more they consumed her. Emily couldn't escape the thought that Sarah's life was the life she deserved, one she had been denied. And she began to ask herself, what would it take to have it all? As Emily's dark thoughts began to take root, she knew she was nearing a breaking point. She could no longer suppress the urge to possess everything Sarah had, her life, her home, and her husband.
I will go at all length to end her happiness. Who knows her next plans? Stay tuned and watch out for part 2.